Hiya.
Oh, excuse me, I sound...
You alright?
Don't know where that came from. Bit groggy.
So we're just a few miles south of Market Drayton. Is it?
Yeah,
Yes.
we're two miles.
I'm always checking where we are.
Less than 2 miles that way to Market Drayton.
And we're just in front of five locks now. And potentially we've got up to 25 locks to do today.
Yeah, so there's a flight of 5 and then another flight of 5 and then a flight of, well, staircase. That's not a flight, is it?
No, it's a staircase.
It's a staircase.
Of 15.
Of 15. They're all staircases, in fact, because a flight is when they're bottom gates or the top gates. So they're not flights. Anyway, 3 sets of locks. 2 5s and a 15.
Yeah.
To get through, but we saw on social media that it took a couple the other day.
6.5 hours.
6.5 hours to do all 3 of them. So we may or may not stop halfway through the 15.
I think we will. I think we will, because it's Saturday. It's a really nice day. There's a few pubs along the way. It'd be nice to get a bit of pub lunch.
Yep. But there's yeah, that sounds good. But I think there's space.
You're paying.
Oh, I'm paying, am I? Because I still work. He doesn't.
Sorry, what was you going to say?
We're going to stop somewhere in between the 15 because there's some good mooring spots according to the map. So
yeah, and we've got to get service as well. We've got to get rid of the rubbish, get some water, do 1 or 2 other little bits and bobs. So if you're looking 7 or 8 hours, and it's already about 10:30, isn't it?
It's 10 to 11.
10, oh right, wow. So I doubt very much.
He's been faffing.
I'm always faffing.
Always. I was ready to leave at 10. I was.
We don't always have a domestic when we go on the vlogs.
It just happens naturally.
it just comes to us, yeah.
Happens naturally.
And it's busy today because...
yesterday it poured down with rain all day.
All day. So we hunkered down, got the fire on, and really just stayed on the boat, didn't we? So the canals are going to be busy. There's going to be a lot of boats going both ways through the locks. So it's very much doubt we'll get through all 25. But that's okay. That's okay. I think we'll make a nice day of it and take a steady chug up and see how far we get. Yep.
Just enjoy it.
So we're going to be we're going to enjoy it because it's going to be a park. Because you're going to be going through the locks and I'm going to be on the back.
All right.
A day apart. I'm joking.
Don't like me anymore. So let's get going.
We need to get going. Oh, that boat's only just going through, so we've got 10 minutes.
We need to tie off, untie it, and everything. Where's the dog gone?
What dog?
Our dog.
Well, he's got very far. He's not very well.
Well, we'll see you on the locks. Toodaloo.
Bye.
So this is Tylerloo Locks, the top of the locks. Beautiful house there with loads of beautiful flowers. Really pretty. Rob's just getting the boat ready down there and I'm just setting this lock ready for us to go in. Stunning.
Hang on, 25 locks, we'll be here all day. Let's start again and speed it up.
we've just done the Adderley 5 locks.
Yes, Ralph, Adderley 5 locks, that's right, correct, well done.
And the wind's,
He's playing havoc with the steering.
yeah, it's picking up a little bit, so it's...
And I bumped it. That's the first time I bumped it. It was on the side, wasn't it?
it's alright, it wasn't that bad.
Yeah, but it is playing havoc.
So we're in beautiful surroundings, as you can see. Open plant space. Farms over there. Rob's probably judging my filming technique. But
Okay,
there you go.
time to get the engine going, get going.
Yeah, so we'll see you on the next one.
What's this? Whee! 25.
Complete.
I've just got to hope there's a nice little morning on the other side.
Yeah, I'm sure there will be.
There will be.
Quiet now. So because I won't do the long step from one lock gate to another, Rob closes the other lock gate for me, if I can squeeze through, which saves me walking all the way around the other side of the lock. Not that it's far, but when you've done 25 locks, it can be a bit tiring. So he helps me by closing that one. Plus it gives him something to do. And we're done. We're going to go around this corner and find out. Good morning. So we're going to moor up here, as you can see. Beautiful surroundings. Middle of nowhere. And only a few boats. Far enough away that we get a bit of peace and quiet. And a secluded spot on our own. Hello.
Can you remember them?
Yes, that was like internet dial-up tone when it ran through your telephone at home. So you couldn't be on the phone and be hooked up to the internet at the same time. And
yeah, it's pretty much like this boat, isn't it?
yeah.
It's like living on a boat. It's like going back in
time.
25 years.
Oh, it's not so bad.
Yeah.
So one question we do get asked a lot is, how do we work from the boat?
Well, I don't.
Well,
How do you work? How do you work from
how
the
do
boat?
I work from the boat? So I still work full time at the moment, hoping to go part time in January. But obviously, working relies on having internet access.
Yeah, and you need it because it's not just working.
No.
We don't have a proper TV. Well, no, we've got a proper TV, but we only stream like Netflix or the other, or the iPlayers and whatever else. We don't have a TV aerial on the boat. We decided not to, because you have to tune your TV in every time you get to a location. And we learned that from having a caravan. That was always a pain in the jack.
And there's all the legalities around a TV licence. Anyway,
so we also have on the boat, we need Wi-Fi we have CCTV on the boat all the way around it, just for protection and security. The boat's also got this control panel. I'm going to put that in a different vlog and do a review on that, where we can remotely access the boat systems, the batteries, the solar, the lights, the heating, do it all remotely, which is really good, the heating. But I'm going to, like I said, going to do that in a different vlog.
Yeah, but that relies on Wi-Fi as well.
That relies on Wi-Fi and Wi-Fi access. Obviously, we've got our phones on the boat, because on the boat the difference is it's not like a house. Obviously, we're not wired. There's no wires following us down big shock horror. Nothing like that.
No.
It's not like our caravan that we used to have, because we just used to use our mobile phones.
Yeah.
The big difference is this is just one great big steel tube, and therefore all the signals just bounce off the steel, and it doesn't get in that well. So you need Wi-Fi. So we have a Teletonica RUT 950. Ooh, and there it is. There looks great. But that is in a cupboard at the back. And the great thing about that Wi-Fi router is, because it's technical, I'm doing all the...
I know, I don't have a clue. I really don't.
The great thing about that router, it's got the option to put 2 SIM cards in it. So what we can do, it gives us greater access to the different mobile phone networks in a particular area. And also, I can be on one SIM card, and
I
Ros
can be on the other.
Yeah, you can be on the other one. Mm-hmm. So if Ros is working, I could be reading my paper in peace without Ros saying, "Can you get off the internet?"
Because it's slowing me down. Yeah.
It sounds like we've had that conversation. So that's the sort of big difference, and that's what you got to manage all the time. Now, when we moored up in the last vlog, when we got there was no internet connection, was there? But we put everything up. We'd moored. We started to get unhooked. It's not unhooked. We started to get dinner ready and all that kind of stuff. So now what we do an internet check, and I'm going to do a quick video now and just show you what I do as soon as we moor up, because there is a big difference between mobile speed and a Wi-Fi speed. Okay, so there's this. So I've switched myself just onto the mobile phone network on my phone, and I'm going to test my signal. And you can see there it's going through the roof. So it's going up and up. It's keep going up. So I'm getting on 31 meg worth of speed on my mobile phone and 21 upload speed. The upload speed is really important as well, especially if you are doing video calls or sending large amounts of information on emails, etc. So you can see I'm getting really good signal from the mobile phone. So we pull up, we see that straight away. We're going to stop exactly where we are, because we know we can get mobile phone signal. Now the difference is, when I take this inside, so you can see I'm now back inside. I'm going to switch it on to Wi-Fi. Now this is exactly the same network, so this is EE on the phone and also EE via the router. And I'm going to test it again. Now you can see a difference here, because I was getting 31 meg outside, but inside I'm getting, let's see what it goes up to. So you can see the difference. I was getting 31 meg and 20 meg upload speed, but inside, through the Wi-Fi router, I'm getting 5 and 1.4. So there is a big difference. So there you go. So what you tend to find is that the best internet speed we've had so far is about 15 megabits. No, it's really weird because you wouldn't ever check this kind of stuff.
No.
I didn't know about speeds or anything, but you become a bit like the batteries. You become a little bit obsessed with your Wi-Fi speed. The best we've ever had is 15 as a Wi-Fi, even though the current location we're in right now, we're getting way over 100 megabits, and that is as good as any home internet broadband. As good as. It's all you're going to need.
But anywhere between 3 and 10.
Anywhere between 3 and 10
is good enough for what we need it for.
Yeah, it allows you to work, doesn't it? So when we pull up, if we're getting above 3, we're okay.
We're happy. We can stay put.
We can stay put. And it's only happened, the thing is, it's only happened probably twice, 2-3 times, in the whole time I've been out on the boat in, 7 or 8 months now, that we've had no internet or so slow we can't do anything.
Well, what we've noticed with being on the Shropshire Union Canal is obviously it's quite remote, it's quite rural, so we're not near any sort of big cities and towns where you'd expect there to be a lot of demand for a lot of internet or Wi-Fi speeds. So we think that's had a bit of a knock-on effect.
Yeah, it has.
Whereas in the past, we've always been near big cities and towns.
Yeah. So generally, we don't have a big problem with Wi-Fi. A couple of learns probably we've got from it is, one, have your router where you're going to be, where you need your Wi-Fi the most. That sounds
obvious.
That sounds obvious.
But it might not be.
Yeah, I'll cut that. I'll make that shorter. That does sound obvious, but actually, again, for some reason, we could have done with it right down here. It's at the back of the boat, but it doesn't really affect it so much. When you get further towards the bedroom, it does slow down a little bit. But to be honest, we don't really use the Wi-Fi in the bedroom. No. It's not, that's not what we're there for. So don't really need that. Second thing we learned is make sure you check before you moor up, especially if you need internet. And that was a big learn from us, right? Yeah. If you're thinking about getting on a narrowboat, or if you're in that journey and you need lots of data, understand how much data you actually need and how much you can work on. Start tethering from your mobile phone, see if it's any good or whatever, because that's what you're going to be limited to, especially if you're going to continuously cruise. If you're in a marina, they have Wi-Fi broadcast around the marinas, but that costs money. So some people do it, some people don't. And
if you're going to get a lot, if you need a lot, obviously get a package that's going to be like truly unlimited data.
Yeah,
read the small print.
Yeah. Make sure you read the small print because not all of them are truly unlimited.
Yeah.
Now we use EE generally, and what we tend to find is EE 90% of the time is the one we use, and we're both on it all the time. It's faster. Seems to have better coverage where we go. And like I said, we've done probably about nearly 350 miles this year so far already. And that is 90% of the time the one we've used.
Yeah. But we have a backup of O2 and we've actually got a Vodafone SIM card as well.
So we've got...
Just in case.
Just in case. So we've got 3 big networks.
Yeah.
Obviously, that's going to cost a lot of money. So you need to play within your means. But yeah, that's because Roz is working really is paramount. We need it. We back it up. And we like Wi-Fi. Everybody likes Wi-Fi. We like to be able to use it and watch TV and stuff like that. Lastly, last learn to do without it. Because that's why you need to probably buy a Kindle or buy a games board like we have and play Tiddlywinks.
Snakes and ladders.
Snakes and ladders, yeah. Something like that. Don't always rely on it. It is that sort of thing. Plan for the best, hope for the worst.
Indeed.
No, not plan for the best, hope for the worst. Plan for the worst, hope for the best. Right, I've only had one. So that's Wi-Fi. It is, you can do it, but like everything else, it's like batteries, like everything on a narrowboat, it's not always guaranteed. Yeah, so there we go.
In a nutshell.
So, obviously the vlog you've seen, 25 locks, 7 hours, but only 9 miles. Yeah, the locks can really take it out of you. It takes it out of you as well, doesn't it? Because you're doing all the work, really.
Yeah, it was a good day, and it is good when we get a bit of a rhythm. Once we've done 2 or 3 and we start to get into a pattern of our behaviours, and you help with the gates and things like that, it works out quite well, doesn't it, when we get into a bit of a rhythm. So, no, it's good fun, and it breaks up the day.
And you don't do the long step. Now, there's a thing called the long step. It's where you step across the gap on the locks. You won't do it, will you?
No. I've seen some lock keepers do it, and I've seen a few experienced boaters do it, and they've tried to convince me to do it, but I'd rather just run round the lock.
To be honest,
walk fast.
It saves you about 30 seconds.
Yeah.
30 seconds to walk round that lock, and the potential to slip and fall in is there. So you won't. Yeah.
I'd rather not.
I've done it a few times. Not sure it's for me.
No.
Luckily, I don't get to do a lot of locks.
No.
What you do, I just drive it in.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so far, the plan is we're going to keep on going up here. We're going up to Nantwich, turn on the Middle Witch. The Trent Mersey's open part sort of during certain hours.
Yeah.
So we can get down the Trent Mersey and complete the ring.
Yeah.
So that's the plan.
That is the plan.
And we'll see how we go.
Yeah. So I hope you've enjoyed this vlog. Thank you for everyone who has subscribed to our channel so far. If you haven't and you've enjoyed this video, please do subscribe and hit the notification bell, and that way YouTube will let you know the next time we release a video. If you do have any questions, please do pop them in the comments box below. We'll do our best to answer them. That's about it for this week.
Okay, so see you next week.
Toodaloo.
See ya. Bye.